Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Off the Shelf. Today I have one of my good friends, Mark, joining me.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'm so excited to talk all things books.
Of course. And Mark was also like one of my first friends that I met on social media.
And you're one of my closest in the
Well, overall,
space.
yes. But like when like 2020 was like first happening with COVID,
yeah.
you and I were like, okay, Canadian creators must unite.
Yes, we have to unite.
Especially since we were both drowning in school.
Oh, yeah. We both were through the trenches.
Yeah, but we're done. We're
done.
both free.
We're done. Free.
Do you want to give a little introduction on who you are, what you do, what you like?
Yeah, so my name is Mark, and online I go by Snarky Marky. I do comedy videos and skits. I've been doing content creation for about 5.5 years now, so it's been quite the journey. Feels like yesterday when I just started.
I feel like I've asked you this before, but maybe not. Snarky Marky came from where?
I was just thinking what rhymes with Mark, and that went with it. I actually hate it now. I got tired of my username like 6 months into it.
Would you ever
people
change
will shout
it?
it to you? I feel like I can't at this point.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
It's part of the brand.
I know, and I hate it so much. I actually despise it.
Well, it's like me with Dairy Queen content, which I haven't touched in like 2 years, but that's like very much how I'm known for sometimes.
And people will go up to you and be like, you're the Dairy Queen girl.
You're the ice cream girl. You're the Dairy Queen girl. Yes.
And people will come up to me and be like, you're the bus person.
But I mean, like, I owe it so much, but times are different.
Yes.
Like, I don't ever want to think about 2020.
Oh my God, I know.
Ever again.
I know. That was a horrible year for us all.
When did we first meet?
We first met at the Jonas Brothers concert.
What?
Yes.
No, that wasn't the first time we met.
Yeah, it was. That was the very first time.
But that was a year and a half ago.
I had your number and I was like, oh my God, are you going to this? I'll finally get to meet you. And
really?
then we had the Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
That wasn't that long ago. I thought we met way before that.
No, the Starbucks would have been like September.
But we've like been friends on social media.
Yes.
For a lot longer
I feel
than
like
that.
since 2020.
I think so.
Yes. Because I love a Canadian creator.
Yeah.
I'm so incentivized to follow a Canadian.
Me too. Especially now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into books.
Yes, I'm ready.
Tell me about like the 5 books that define you as a reader or that like curate your own reading tastes.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good question.
I can't ask. The issue is like I'll ask like someone asked me one book and I can't name it. So I figured
I feel like
5
5's good.
5 is a good number.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
That's a good question. I feel like I'm gonna try and diversify this as much as possible, but I don't do fantasy, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes, that's my one blind spot. But
okay.
I would say Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn.
Oh, okay.
It's a Southern Gothic. It's a kind of thriller, eerie, dark, grotesque a little bit. I would say Every Summer After by Carley Fortune, which is I think my favorite book of all time.
I knew that one was coming, yes.
It's basically my whole personality. For the sake of this question, The Hotel Nantucket by Elin Hilderbrand.
Not 28 Summers?
I was gonna say that, but I feel like I had my one romance book and I'm trying to like.
And Hotel Nantucket is not romance?
No, it's more of it follows a bunch of hotel employees. I love it.
Okay.
It's so good. It's like kind of like Vanderpump Rules, but hotel in a book. I love it. It's like a reality TV show. All of Elin Hilderbrand's books are very
okay
up my alley. I'll go with The Hunger Games, like just the first one.
Okay,
that one's my favorite to this day because
really?
it's the basics of it all.
It is, but I haven't read that book since I was probably 12.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't done a reread, and I'm scared to.
I love it. And then I'll go The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna.
Oh my God.
I love that book. It's a historical fiction.
Yeah. Very
depressing, but it actually made me have like a 4-month hyperfixation on the Dust Bowl.
The what?
The Dust Bowl. It's like it's a historical event that happened during the Great Depression in the prairies.
Okay.
It's a fusion of geography and history, which I know.
I haven't read any Kristen Hanna books, but my mom.
Oh my God. I feel like my taste is more similar to your mom's.
It really is. It really is. Okay, let's talk about Carley Fortune and Every Summer After.
God.
How did you end up picking up that book? What was it that drew you to it? Was it book talk? Did you just, what happened there? Because I know it's your favorite.
Yes, it's my favorite. I feel like I first picked it up at Shoppers.
Okay.
Because they had the mass market paperback version. I love a deal I will
Wait.
read mass market.
No.
I will.
I refuse.
Really?
I'll take an ebook. I'll take an audiobook. I hate a mass market paperback. I can't read the text and they're too small.
I mean, yeah, they're very stubby. They're difficult to actually physically hold.
They are.
Like
they're difficult to hold
in.
without breaking the spine, which I refuse to do in a book. Like when you know what I mean?
I don't do that either.
Yeah, okay.
It's difficult.
Mass market paperback.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I first attempted to read it in summer 2022, but then I just kind of DNF'd it. Not for the author's fault. I feel like I do that often and it's just me. Where I like read too close to the sun and it's like it's too much for me.
Okay.
But then I picked it up the next summer and
how long did it take you to finish it?
Less than like 30 hours. I think I started it. I know it's specific, but I started like an afternoon and then finished it the next evening.
Are you a fast reader? Is that like your normal reading time or no?
Okay. It usually will take me like a week per book, but that one was just so gripping to me.
What was it? I mean, I love the book, aside from one little small little aspect that will kind of spoil the book. But what is it about the book that you love?
I just think it's so magical and I feel like it takes place in Ontario.
Yeah.
So it hits close to home and it reminded me of the summers from when I was younger, just going up north, going into Muskoka, the Kawarthas, and just the woods all around you. The book, to me, you know, when the sun gleams off of like ripply water, that's how the book feels to me. It feels like the Summer I Turned Pretty intro with the
yes.
That's just how it feels to me, and I just love the summer. I love water. Anything of that I just love, and I feel like all her books have that.
That's such a good way to describe her books, because someone who like didn't maybe like grow up in Canada and I didn't even go to Muskoka when I was younger, but like you heard people going up there and I went up to Huntsville instead. Like it gives the same vibe.
Yes.
And it gives such a, like, you have to read it in the summer.
Yes.
You can't read it in the winter. Like it just doesn't work like that.
Yes. And it's so many Canadian references in it, like the Hudson Bay,
the universities.
Yes. One of the characters went to Western University. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, the characters go to Western, Queens, and U of T. I was like, oh my.
The main characters?
Yeah, the three mains.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the new book is Charlie.
Yes.
Who attended Western. So I'm like, oh my God. I mean, if she's going to write about London, Ontario, might not want to read about that. But I heard it's very Barry's Bay heavy.
It's not going to be in London.
No.
We're good.
I think it's mostly... I think she would go the Barry's Bay direction.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything pleasant to write about London, Ontario.
I still haven't read it. I have the ARC.
Oh my God, I haven't gotten it yet.
I have the ARC sitting on my desk, but the issue is I have so many ARCs sitting on my desk that I'm plagued with like indecisiveness and I don't know what to start with. I have so many.
I would say wait for summer a little bit.
Well, it comes out May 6th. It's coming out in a month.
That's true, but I feel like you need at least leaves on the trees to read that.
Okay, or I just like go to Florida and read it there or something. Like I need to put myself in a summery environment, I guess. Okay, so Every Summer After is number 1.
Yes.
And then which one do you like? Out of Meet Me at the Lake and what is it? This Summer Will Be Different?
This Summer Will Be Different, yes. That one's my second favorite.
This Summer
Will Be
Different.
PEI.
Yes.
Very beautiful. Like that was a 5-star for me. I loved it.
Okay.
And a lot of it takes place in Toronto. Okay. So hits close to home. Love that book.
Did you hear the story? You were at the Prime Video event where I got to chat with her. So the whole like idea of how she came up with that book. Do you remember what she had said? Her and her best friend Meredith.
Oh yes, the oyster shucker.
Yeah, which like I loved picking her brain about that, and I had like seen a reel about it briefly, and I really wanted to like get into it with her. So yeah, so her and Meredith went to PEI when they were like 27, I think, and there was an oyster shucker, and then the main guy in that book is like based off of him.
I love
Which is like so full circle. Have you reread Every Summer After since you read it originally?
Not yet.
Would you?
Oh, 1000%.
I think I read this book maybe after. I don't remember I'm not a history person, so now I have no idea when I read this book, but it was blowing up on BookTok when I was reading it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked at shoppers.
I remember your videos about that.
I made so many videos about this book that the publisher reached out and were like, hey girl, we've seen your struggle. We're going to send you the book.
Oh my
Because I
gosh.
went to so many different Indigos. It wasn't on Amazon. It wasn't at like Barnes and Noble. I was willing to drive to Buffalo
Oh my
to pick up this
gosh.
book. And it wasn't like at any, I couldn't find it. Anyway, so then I did, and because so many people were like, this is a stomach hurting good book. And it was. And I gave it 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Only because of the cheating trope.
It was miscommunication that was going on. Sam wasn't replying to the emails at a frequent rate.
Yeah. So then her solution was to go in, sleep with his brother because he wasn't responding.
She was 18 or 19 at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like I'm not excusing cheating because I feel like cheating is one of the worst things you could do to someone ever.
Yeah.
I feel like they worked it out on the remix. Like they met up 10 years later. He still can't stop thinking about her. She couldn't stop thinking about him. They worked it out and live happily ever after. So if they're okay with it, who am I to infringe on their relationship?
Okay. Fair. I kind of forgot the fact that they were so young.
Yes.
If I'm being honest.
They're like, because he went away to university for his first year.
Yeah. That, I'm not saying totally sways my opinion on the cheating trope, because cheating at 19 is still bad. Because that's only 2 years younger than I am right now. But still, okay.
I mean, 28 Summers is also one of my favorite books, and that's like full-on cheating trope.
I know.
But I still love it.
I know.
I think it's a love story for the ages.
We'll get into those books in a second, because I think I'm ready to start reading one. But thoughts on them adapting Every Summer After to Every Year After?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I don't really care for the title change.
I don't either. People were a little bit fussed about it. I was like, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. I feel like it's going to have that Summer I Turned Pretty aesthetic. I feel like the thing the Summer I Turned Pretty does so well is set design, costume design, and music.
Yeah.
If they can do that for this show, oh my God, it's going to be... Which
I think Prime Video... I think they'll crush it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have the utmost faith in them right now. Moving on.
Yes.
You recently read Beach Read by Emily Henry.
I was swayed between a 3 and a 4, but I gave it a 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you read any other Emily Henry books?
I've read Happy Place and Book Lovers.
Okay. What's your current ranking then?
Happy Place.
Okay.
Beach Read, Book Lovers.
Thank you. Book Lovers?
Snooze fest, unfortunately.
I love Emily Henry.
Okay.
Now, because you haven't read People We Meet on Vacation and Funny Story.
No.
And those are my favorites.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
You have to read People We Meet on Vacation because they're adapting it into a movie with Tom Blythe and Emily Bader. Tom Blythe, who was in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Anyways, Book Lovers. What the heck? Like, it was the number 2 book at Indigo in 2022.
Really?
And I'm convinced I did not read the same book as everyone else.
I found it boring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I respect her books. I'm always drawn in from the covers.
Yes,
I love the covers.
So pretty.
I just find her books very effortful for what they are. Mm-hmm. It's a little too philosophical for me.
It's a little too women's fiction for me sometimes.
Okay, I love the women's fiction part of it.
See, and I need the romance. Like, I need something to grab onto, which is why in Book Lovers, I didn't feel like the romance was there. I also didn't like the sister. And I've talked to people about this.
I did like the sister. I think in my review I said that was what I was most interested by.
And that was the one aspect of the book that I could not connect to because I don't have a sister. So the things that the main character was doing for her sister that, like, yes, maybe I do for my brother in like a different world, but like it's just not the same vibe as having a sister. But I could not connect with her on that level at all. And that is why I gave that book like 2 stars.
I gave it 2 stars too.
I felt so bad.
I was so disconnected from the romance, but it was the sister that
really
gave it that star.
Oh my God, then my working theory is like totally dead then because you don't have a sister.
No.
You have brothers.
Yes.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, that one, my ranking is People We Meet on Vacation.
Oh, I gotta get on
Happy Place, Funny Story, Beach Read, and Book Lovers.
Okay.
And the issue is I read Book Lovers and Beach Read first because that's what everyone and their mother told me to read. And then I didn't read Emily Henry for so long. And then I picked up Funny Story last year and I was like, love this. Picked up picked up People We Meet on Vacation, loved it. And then Happy Place made me shed a couple tears, but I also loved it.
I liked Happy Place.
Funny story. Have you read New Girl? I mean, have you watched New Girl?
No.
I think the reason why I loved Funny Story so much was, well, one, it's less on women's fiction and more on romance.
Funny Story is?
Funny Story is. I found it was, compared to Beach Read and Book Lovers. But Funny, I'm saying so many book titles now. Funny Story is like very similar to New Girl in the sense where two people are together and then like, no, there's two couples and then the two, does this make any sense?
I've heard the synopsis.
The two
I think
people
you actually
break up with their significant others and they get together and then the other two get together. So
like
they like
wife swap.
Yeah, they like swap.
Okay.
Yeah, but not for like fun reasons, just because like they broke up and then the other two like moved in together. But it's very New Girl-esque because, which you haven't seen.
I haven't
So now my point is dead, but go watch New Girl and
Oh my
then go
God.
read Funny Story.
Okay.
Because it's like the perfect combination of both those things.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, you know, my friend Brooke, I've been begging her to read this book for so long because she only reads like very selective books. Funny Story is a book that I have like pushing onto her because she loves New Girl and because she likes romance.
Okay.
But go read People Meet on Vacation first.
I do. I'm kind of Emily Henry'd out.
No, but you only
'Cause
read
it's so effortful.
What do you mean by effortful though?
Like, oh my God.
What are you talking?
When it's like the big chunks of text.
Skim it. I don't read it all. I don't read every word.
I love to read every word.
Well then, okay, fine. I can see how it could be effortful then, yes.
Like when it's a whole chunk of text describing the way you feel. It's like.
But that's you like women's fiction. That's women's fiction, no? Long texts.
Yeah. But it's juicier.
Okay.
It's juicier. I don't know. Maybe next year I'll start.
Next year. It's March.
I'm not gonna lie. Beach Read put me in a book slump.
No.
For like 2 months.
Really?
And it took the new Hunger Games book to get me out of it. Like I wasn't intent on starting again.
Okay, do we want to talk about Hunger Games?
Oh, did you finish it?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But I read your review on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Because I was looking at all the books you have read. Because I was like, what do we have in common? And of course, I had seen like your other YouTube videos about your January wrap up, which is where I saw that you had read Beach Read. Haven't finished it because I have been too busy with the podcast.
You have to get on it because the spoilers are going to come through.
But like, I don't know what could be spoiled is the thing. Because you know he wins.
Right. Actually, on that note, I posted a video about it yesterday and I had to take it down.
Why?
Because people were outraged in the comments that I spoiled it. And I was like, this is chapter 2.
What did you spoil? Because, okay, so I've read 33% of the book-ish.
Oh,
I read
so
1/3.
you've seen it.
Well, you deleted the video, so I don't know if I did see it.
You've seen the part that I was talking about where he's reaped illegally.
Oh, yeah.
So I did a video about that. Which is basic, in my opinion, the same thing as saying Katniss volunteered for her sister.
I agree. Yeah.
But there were people so outraged, and I was like, oh crap, that was gonna go viral too.
No, because the thing is, like, although that wasn't mentioned in the synopsis of the book, that would most definitely be in the trailer.
Yes.
Anything that pops up in the trailer, I don't think is a massive spoiler.
Yeah.
Granted, we won't get the movie until November of 2026.
Right.
Which is wild. I don't know why they announced that so early, because now it's all I can think about.
I know.
They announced that like last
about
June.
it.
Do you have any like fan casts for who you would want to play people?
The tributes need to be actual children or people that look like children.
Okay.
Like,
yes, agreed.
It drives the point home more because this is something that I was thinking about when you're reading The Hunger Games, and when we all first read The Hunger Games.
Yeah.
We thought of the cast members while reading it.
What year did the movie come out though? I can ask you any date and you'll just like
2012. Because it was the 13-year anniversary the other day.
2012.
It came out in 2012. So everyone, I feel like, read it either having watched the movie or having the trailer in mind. So when you think of Katniss, you think of Jennifer Lawrence playing her.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah. Who was like 20 when they filmed?
Yeah. So she doesn't.
Okay.
In the book, she's a 16-year-old girl, which would have. She would look younger in real life. And for this new movie, like, and I feel like this book, the new book, really drives home the point that these are children that are paying the price. This one does.
When Hamish is like Luella.
Yeah.
And what's the other? The one he calls Sweetheart, I think is like they actually like it hurts my heart because you can feel these are children.
And you don't have a mental
No.
association with a cast member. You just
Okay.
have. So I need them to actually, because I feel like that's a big part of the book, that these are children
Yeah.
that are paying the price of something that happened 50 years ago and have to deal with a stupid consequence. And I feel like that's a key part of the book.
Yeah. So, okay, so all children. Anyone? I would love for Woody Harrelson to pop up in the movie at some point. I love
In that, ooh, I almost spoiled it.
No, because in the epilogue,
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
something does come up because I was looking at quotes from the book.
Yes. Okay.
And I saw Katniss mentioned.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay.
That would be appropriate.
Okay.
That would be very appropriate.
I would
actually.
love to like have him in there. Other than that,
then you need Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson.
Do you think they?
Too.
I don't know if they'd get the whole cast though. Like
they just need those three.
Fine, yeah, that's okay.
But I feel like
I'll take one at this point. If we can get like
I
one
know.
original cast member in it, I think it'd be awesome.
I feel like it would take a day to film. Like it's the epilogue's like a page.
I'm honestly scared to read it because I just
it's heartbreaking.
period. Actually, I'm just scared to read it.
It's
End of sentence.
Heartbreaking.
Okay, so you spoiled that he got raped illegally, which I don't think is a massive spoiler. I
almost got canceled over it, actually.
I don't think it's a massive spoiler because it happens within a couple chapters.
That's what I was thinking because when I was making the video, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't spoiling it, so I thought of that.
I think it's fine. I was outraged at that though. I was like, how is that even like? Yes, I had no idea, but it's a spoiler, but it happens quite early on. Just because he, like, was there, like he
I know
helped.
it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
I don't get it. I'm actually shell shocked that happened.
It makes sense though. Like all the District 12 victors have a criminal record. They're all, or not criminal record, but they're all defiant.
Yes. Okay.
So it makes sense.
Yes.
Because what we knew from Catching Fire about Haymitch's games was that he just used the force field to. That's not a spoiler.
Oh, I don't remember that. I know. The thing is, I'm missing a couple things from Catching Fire.
In Catching Fire, they give, I think, like a 4 or 5 page overview of what Haymitch's games look like.
Oh.
And they said that the Capitol despised him because he used the force field to have an axe ricochet off and kill the final person.
Interesting.
Like, that's not a spoiler. That's
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Well, even like for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, like you know everything that happens to Snow.
right.
Like you know how the book is gonna end.
Right.
Obviously. Where am I at in the book right now? I haven't read it in a couple days now. What else? Oh, okay. Like I'm assuming most people have like read the book because this is all gonna spoil it. But Megs and Wyrus being his mentors.
I was gagged.
I knew. Did you post about this too? Who posted about this? Maybe it was Brayden. I like saw on everyone's story talking about, they're like, I wasn't ready for who the mentors are. And I was like, okay, like who can they be? Number one, Lucy Gray can't be a mentor. And there's no other District 12 winners. So I was like, how are they going to swing this?
They got the scraps.
The what?
Like the leftover victors.
Yeah.
Which
they're not.
Wyrus is smarter than.
I know.
Did you hear about Wyrus's games?
No. What are
they'll
hers?
give you like an overview of what hers was like.
No, but tell me right now.
It's like the whole arena was mirrors.
Oh.
And so people would like jump into themselves or like try to attack someone, but it was like a fun house.
Interesting.
But she found a blind spot. And so she just camped out there while everyone else went crazy.
Wait. I think I did read this part, but I didn't know the mirror part. But I remember the hanging
or like
around.
Reflections.
Yeah.
So that's Queen.
Interesting. But then she goes like a little crazy in Catching Fire, no?
Yeah, a little bit.
TikTok.
Yes. Which that's my queen. And if we're talking fan cast, I need like an actual 17-year-old girl to play Wyrus because she won the games right before that.
This was the other thing that I was like, in my head, I'm still picturing old Megs and Beatty and Wyrus.
Yes.
And was trying to do the math in my head of how old they would be as mentors. So are they around?
Wyrus is like 17.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So it's like they really put like the youngest person as the mentor committee.
And then Beatty won his games by electrocuting everyone.
Yes.
Which they mention in Catching Fire.
Yeah.
That's not from. Right now in the book, Beatty is talking about how he's gonna like not rig the games, but like something with a potato
Oh yeah.
and something like just like brilliant.
Oh yeah. I love
So
BD.
good.
And his story is so tragic too.
Well, him having to mentor his child. This book is it's packing a punch. It's hurting.
It's terrible.
It's hurting.
Genuinely terrible.
The book is great. The storyline.
Yes.
The story is it's rough. Do you think, because people are like comparing the book to Catching Fire and how Haymitch acts in that. And there was a scene when they're going around in the chariots, when like Katniss and Peeta are going around in the chariots, and Haymitch like looks down and just like looks visibly distressed.
Do you know why?
Well, yes.
Did you get there?
I did.
Okay.
I'm there. But do you think that was actually planned? Do you think they were that smart in planning this book however many years, 10 years ago when that movie came out?
Because that's crazy for that to pop up in the movie.
That's what I mean. I know. Do we think that when he looks away because of what happened when
The chariot ride.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an interview at the back of the book.
Yeah.
And she said that when she was writing Catching Fire, she had a general idea,
way.
but I don't know how it could be that detailed because that's such a...
If it is, it's brilliant.
That is... that's crazy.
Because now there's so many theories of like how Haymitch acted in Catching Fire based on what's happening in this book.
Yeah.
And if they were able to plan that so far in advance.
It's crazy. Suzanne's mind, I don't...
Oh my God. What would you want the next book to be? Whose Games?
I want a career storyline.
Oh,
to see,
okay.
Because I think...
That's actually really interesting though. Yeah.
Yes. Because I feel like the careers culture is to train these kids for the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Why are you backing up that institution? Like, why are you backing up this event that is going to kill at least one of your own? I find that really interesting. Like, maybe Ina Beria's game could be really interesting. Like, even a novella of...
Is she
the District 2...
with the sharp teeth?
Yes.
Right.
Something like her, because she survives till the end of the franchise. I think she's the only career.
Really?
Yeah.
She doesn't die in Catching Fire.
No, she's sitting at the victor's table.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God, I totally did not connect the two at all. So she like switched sides then, I guess. Or was she always on the good side? Am I missing something?
I feel like she wasn't part of the allies in Catching Fire.
I didn't think so either. But then she was there at the end. I need to go. Once I finish this book, I need to go back and read Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay.
I know, I want to reread everything.
And then I need to go watch the movies again.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm missing so many key details.
I feel
because
like you're fine.
No, but I read the Hunger Games when I was like 11.
Oh, I reread them like last year.
No, I haven't read them in over 10 years. So I am definitely missing
They're a good
things.
reread.
Okay.
Except you'll notice that the writing style is actually YA in the original books, but now I feel like she's maturing her writing with her readers.
Yeah, because this book it's YA, but it doesn't feel like YA.
No,
it doesn't feel like The Summer I Turned
almost
Pretty
horror.
or something. Yeah, it's a little gruesome. You're right.
It's way more. Just wait till you get to the games.
Yeah, I'm not even there yet. I'm like, they're training with the potato right now. That's where I'm at. Oh, no. You know what recently just happened is they have the fake Luella, which is also really dark.
It is really
Yeah,
dark.
it's really dark. Okay, we can move on to something more light and fluffy. Let's talk about Elin Hilderbrand. How did you get into reading her books?
I feel like... No, I know that she was the first book that I read as an adult.
Really?
Like the first...
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
It was The Summer of '69. Because I was looking for a historical fiction, but nothing too heavy. And I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I loved the vibe because all her books take place on Nantucket.
Yes. Which my mom told you we're going this summer.
You better be reading one of her books before you go.
I will. I know I have. My mom said you're not coming on the trip if you don't read one of her books.
You have to.
It was so funny at the event last week. My mom, she talked to you beforehand, and then just as she was leaving, I don't know who said something, you or her.
I did. I was like, I need to pick your brain about Elin Hilderbrand.
And then she just opened up. She's like, oh my God, yes. And she doesn't even know you read Kristen Hanna, but she would eat that up too.
Kristen Hanna's one of the greatest writers of our time.
Yeah. The Nightingale.
The Women.
Yes.
The Four Winds.
My mom didn't love The Women.
I loved the women.
Oh, okay. I won't tell her that. Or I won't. Yeah.
It's so good.
Okay. So the Summer of '69 was your first one that you read.
Yes.
And then how many have you read of hers since then?
I think 9 or 10.
Okay.
So I've made a pretty big dent into her.
Okay.
What is it called? Like not discography, but like her.
Yeah, I get like
her
her work overall. Okay. So if me or like someone else wants to like get into her writing for the first time, what book are we starting with?
The Hotel Nantucket.
Is that a series?
No, it's just one.
It's one standalone.
Standalone, and
and this is Vanderpump Rules in a hotel.
Kind of.
What if I've never seen it? The only thing I know about Vanderpump Rules is that Tom Sandoval was on them, which I recently know from watching the Traitors.
Yes.
And I loved him in Traitors. Apparently that is not the same vibe you get on Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, I saw one clip. And it was this like girl, whatever he was living with. And he was like, anything I can do? And she goes, yeah, you can go die.
Yes.
That is
because he cheated on her with a castmate.
Okay. But it's a show. Like, I know it's reality show. So we don't like him though.
People were kind of hesitant to say I kind of like him on Traitors.
Okay.
Let's just say that. Like, you're supposed to not like him.
Okay, good to know. I'm going to shut up then. I'm going to stop. But he was like a comedic relief in Traitors.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes.
Especially with like his musical talents. Musical talents. He called them that. I am not saying that. With the dolls.
I mean.
Okay, we can move on. I'm gonna watch Vanderpump Rules and be like, oh, everyone was right. I understand now.
He messed up bad.
Shit. Okay.
Really bad.
Okay, but the Hotel Nantucket doesn't have a Tom Sandoval character, so we're good.
No, I just mean in the sense that you're following a workplace.
Can you give me like a synopsis of it?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
So basically, there's this hotel.
Okay.
In Nantucket, of course.
Yeah.
And it's purchased by this billionaire.
Okay.
Who doesn't really visit it or anything. Like, he just buys it and there's a bunch of people hired.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's also this blogger or Instagram influencer that rates hotels. She has never given a 5-star rating or 5-key rating to any hotel. And the billionaire's goal is to get a 5-star hotel or 5-star rating.
Okay.
Yeah. But no one knows what this person looks like.
No one knows what the reviewer looks like.
No one knows what the reviewer looks like. So he instructs all of the employees to be like, act like every guest is the reviewer so that they can have the best possible experience. Okay. And so it follows like the manager, a couple of the receptionists, the bellhop, one of the room keepers.
Whoa, how many point of views are there? Or is it in third person?
It's in third person.
Gotcha.
It's in third person. And then there's also a ghost kind of lingering in the hotel, but it's nothing crazy supernatural. It's kind of just like a fun little...
Okay.
She kind of can tip things in her favor.
What, the ghost?
Yeah, the ghost can kind of like go into guest rooms and like, this isn't really a spoiler, but
No, it's okay.
Will like have her parents be okay, have this kid's parents be okay with him coming out.
Okay. Okay, I can get on board with the ghost like that.
Yeah,
then.
It's like a good ghost.
And it's not like horror.
No.
But I guess it is a touch of magical realism then, I guess.
A little bit, which is something I typically wouldn't like, but I loved it because it was so subtle.
Interesting. Okay. So start with Hotel I cannot speak sometimes. So start with Hotel Oh my God, I can't say the word. Start with Hotel Nantucket.
Yes.
But 28 Summers is your favorite?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I would say so, yes.
28 Summers is cheating, though.
Yes.
So
like cheating is core to the storyline.
Is this the one that you told me about where they get together for 28 Summers and they cheat on their spouse? They get
every Labor Day weekend.
The spouse is no or no?
No.
Okay.
It's very avant-garde. Which
means?
It's very like out there, kind of. That's not what avant-garde means, but it's out there.
Okay.
And it was a big risk, but I think it's one of her highest rated books.
What is your least favorite of hers that you've read?
Oh my gosh. Well, I rated The Blue Bistro a 2-star. but
Ooh.
I think about it a lot in a positive way. So
Do you think it was still a good book and that you just didn't
Yes.
enjoy it?
I think it was a good book
Okay.
because it's her favorite book of hers.
Really?
Because it's from 2004, maybe.
Oh, it's old. Okay.
Yeah, that one's
Okay.
also kind of Vanderpump Rulesy, but I want to reread that one actually.
Okay,
Because I
I'm
think about
gonna-
it a lot.
Okay.
A
Stay.
lot.
Wait, why though?
Because I liked the vibe.
Okay. Does the vibe give like East Coast Nantucket? Are they all based in Nantucket?
Yeah,
They
except like 1 or 2 series,
are. Okay.
but they're all beachy.
All beachy.
Yeah.
Okay, so like Summer I Turn Pretty, but like East Coast vibes instead, or not Summer I Turn Pretty. Sorry, Every Summer After.
It's more women's fiction, and it's
Okay.
more like, what's an equivalent vibe? It's very New England, very
Okay.
wealthy,
Okay.
very wealthy.
Okay.
So
Okay. Fine. I'm
a
sold.
little Lana Del Rey, maybe.
Ooh.
A little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna read it. This is what I told Paige and Molly too. They gave me like 2 book recs. I'm gonna read it, and then next time you come on, I will have read the book.
Oh my
I will
God.
have read one Elin Hilderbrand book
I'm so excited.
when you come on next, and
this
then we
is
can talk
on-
about it.
This is on
This
record.
is on record.
Because you said this to me.
Unless I cut it out.
Not that.
What did I say? No.
You're
What did
acting
I
like President
promise?
Snow right now.
No. Whoa. Bold. What did I say last time?
In 2023, you sent me a picture of 28 Summers. You're like, this is my next read.
I did, and then I didn't do it.
Income like 200 books in between, but I'll
Listen,
let it slide.
Now that it's on record, I
If you
will.
don't cut it
I
out.
will actually do it. Okay, great. Let's. What do I want to talk about? What's a book talk lied to you about? I think because I stalked your Goodreads.
Okay.
And I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm also curious on what your actual answer is.
I have an immediate answer,
Oh.
and that is the Inheritance Games.
Did I write it? I did. I put it
No
down.
way. No way.
I said you gave it 1 star.
Yes.
Why? Because I also didn't like it.
Oh my God. It was terrible.
I didn't like it. What was the genre? I don't know, because that was not a mystery.
It's far-fetched and you can never predict it from the start, which I
No,
hate.
it was
too
just dumb.
linear.
It was too linear. There was a weird love triangle in there.
And I couldn't differentiate all the different brothers.
No, I know, because there was like 4 of them. I have no idea. I
Yeah.
didn't like any of them. They're like, oh, team Jameson or Grace. And I was like, neither.
I know. None of
I
them
don't actually
stood
care.
out.
Yeah, no.
And it was so... I feel like it was marketed based on BookTok.
Yes.
It's short chapters and fast-paced, but when the chapters are that short, you can't...
Nothing happens.
Yes, because it's straight to the point. There's no room for anything to grow.
It was just like...
Oh my gosh.
The storyline in general of like this random girl being chosen for this inheritance, I was just like, why?
It's weird. And the reason why was so stupid.
What is the reason? I don't remember. Did you read books 2 and 3?
He was sitting next to her
at
at a diner or something.
It was too far-fetched.
Terrible.
You're right. Okay.
I hate it. Sorry. It really
we can
pissed
say
me
that
off.
it's fine. I have heard people say that, like similar things about the first book, but like, no, you need to get books like 2 and 3.
I
I'm
hate
like, I
people do
can't do it
that.
because book 1, I didn't get anything from it.
I didn't get anything either.
So I
except
haven't.
being irritated.
Yeah, no. Although she's released a couple other books and like The Grandest Game, and people are like, it's so good. I'm like, I can't. You all lied to me at first.
Yeah. I'm not sold.
Okay, it's fine. So I watch your YouTube video, but like your January wrap up, you read lit fics, like literary
Yes.
fiction. How? Because I want to like expand my reading genre into literary fiction, but I haven't been able to. I don't think I've read, the only lit fic book that I read was A Man Called Ove,
Okay.
which I loved,
Okay.
but I haven't done anything beyond that.
I love literary fiction because they tend to have you thinking.
Okay.
And it's not as direct. You can take them literally, but there's usually a bigger meaning behind it.
Okay.
And I love weird stuff, like things that
what?
are so obscure.
Like, give me an example of something you've read.
The book I'm reading right now, I'm only 4 chapters in or whatever.
Okay.
It's about this girl in a master's program and her 4 other classmates. She calls them the bunnies.
Okay.
Because they all are they call each other bunny and they're so oddly close.
Okay.
And there's kind of a mystique behind it. And it's very, very unsettling and weird.
How do you find, I feel like literary fiction is such a massive genre. How do you, are there like, you know how there's tropes in romance?
Yes.
Are there tropes in literary fiction? How do you find which ones you like?
I feel like there's just so many subgenres. So I love Southern Gothic.
Oh, okay.
And that's my favorite genre. It's so specific, but it
yeah.
takes place in the South and it's weird, and but it also addresses inequalities.
Okay.
And it's just usually it's something really dark and grotesque and creepy that makes you think about things.
Interesting.
Like there was one book I read where this little person shows up in a small town on a church pew, and they have no gender or race, or they're just so ambiguous, and the town doesn't know how to deal with them. And it's basically a book about how society tries to categorize you based on like gender or race. But when someone shows up who's this character is ambiguous and they don't know how to deal with them, which is a huge critique on places that have those defined boxes.
Interesting.
It was incredible.
What's the name of the book?
Pew.
Like
by Catherine
P-E-W.
Lacey.
W.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
How
so
did you
good.
like fall into Southern Gothic books?
I read Sharp Objects.
That's Southern Gothic?
Yeah.
I thought that was like thriller suspense.
But it gets grotesque at times. Like the whole premise of it, like she has scars all over her body of words that she etched into herself.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't read it then.
And it has like the Gypsy Rose Blanchard situation. Like
I think this is too dark for me.
It's very dark.
Have you ever read anything by Lisa Jewell?
No.
Okay, then I was about to say don't, but if you like grotesque, like Lisa Jewell isn't grotesque. It's just like really dark and like makes me physically uncomfortable.
I love that stuff.
Really? Are you like in your like once you're done the book then are you affected by it still, or can you go on with your life?
I can go on. Because
Oh
I
my
honestly
God.
can't get enough of it. Like I
Really?
chase for the next good Southern Gothic read.
Oh my God. Lisa Jewell like isn't Southern Gothic, but when I finished one of her books, I was like, no one talked to me for the rest of the day. I could not stop crying.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'd love to read it. Something like that.
Yeah, it's called And Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell.
Okay.
It is, like we talked about this earlier, books are very subjective. It is a 5-star written book. I give it like 1.5, 2.
Okay.
Because of how it made me feel.
Okay.
Which is what I have a tendency to do when I'm rating books. I'm not rating them based on the book itself. I'm rating them on how I felt about it.
Okay, fair.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sharp Objects. Did they make a movie on that?
They made a TV series, but from the trailer, they tried to this summer I turned prettyify it, which
Wait, really?
that town is not aesthetic in that way.
Oh, that's what.
And
I
that
see.
pisses me off because it's supposed to be like rundown buildings and stuff. But that wouldn't match like TikTok's aesthetic.
Have you seen the show, or is it?
No.
Is it out or it's coming out?
It's out. It's been out for a while, but I don't want to touch it because I have a mental image of it.
Okay, so this is interesting. So you don't like all book to screen adaptations?
No.
Because it will impact your like opinion on the book itself?
Yes, like set design is the biggest thing for me.
Really?
Because don't try to suburbanify it. This is small town in the middle of Missouri.
Really?
Like don't.
I love an adaptation. I don't even care if they do a bad job. I love to see, because it doesn't affect how I read the book or anything.
Okay.
So like I actually love a different spin on it sometimes. As long as, because I primarily read romance and romantasy and all that. As long as the characters have chemistry, don't care.
Okay.
Don't care what they look like nothing. As long as they have good chemistry and I can feel the chemistry like I did in the book, I'll probably love it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm big on set. Like the setting is huge for me.
I don't think I am.
I
think
love
I think it
setting.
comes down to the characters, because
Okay.
when I'm skimming, I have no idea what the town looks like or anything.
Oh, I like a clear, vivid image of what the town looks. I want to know what
Really?
the architecture is like. I want to know the quality of the state of the buildings. I want to know.
Did you know that some readers, when they're reading, they can't visualize?
That's crazy.
It's a black screen. There is some scientific word for it where they just don't have an imagination. So when they're reading a descriptive scene or something, nothing.
Then how do they read?
I know. I'm like, well, how do you find enjoyment out of reading? I can't see people's like faces. Like I don't often, which is why
I don't see faces either.
I don't see faces. I see like shapes.
Yes.
You're right. I see the scene and I see like what's happening. But yeah, some people see nothing. And I don't know how you would, I genuinely don't know how that works in the first place? Okay, I've like two game-ish
this.
things. Okay, first, and I came up with this while we were filming this episode, but what book characters would you want to see on Traitors? And would you want them to be a faithful or a traitor?
Oh my God, that's such a good... Oh my God.
Think on it, because I'm going to
Wait.
explain. If no one has seen Traitors, this is a reality show that I recently became obsessed with, and I don't like reality TV shows.
Right.
But Traitors is about these, how many people are in the castle? 20?
Like 25.
25, so they put 25 past reality TV stars in a castle, and they name 3 or 4 of them as the traitors, and the role of the traitors is to kill someone off every night, and the role of everyone else as the faithfuls is to figure out who the traitors are. That is my rundown. So yeah, so what book characters would you want on the show and as a traitor or as a faithful?
That is such a good question.
know.
First one that comes to mind
Yeah.
is Maisie from the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Oh, she would be epic.
As a faithful, though.
I think it'd be too obvious if she was a traitor.
Yes, because
Agreed.
she has a sharp tongue.
Yes, she does.
And can give people verbal lashings,
Yeah.
which I would love to.
Yeah.
And I feel she can clock it, too.
Absolutely.
So her,
Yeah.
I'd love to see Percy from Every Summer Afters as a traitor, because that's kind of what she did.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. That works.
Her.
Yeah.
Like Effie would be fun.
Ooh. Okay.
As a faithful.
Yeah. She'd kind of be like Gabby a little
Yes,
bit. Like
kinda.
very light and fluffy, but like
Yes.
is pretty strict.
She's gonna clock
Yeah.
a traitor.
Yes.
I think those are my 3.
That's
that
good.
I'd like to see.
I just thought of this question, so now I don't have any
That's
answers.
a great question.
But I really like, now I don't know how to pronounce her name from the Hunger Games.
Maisie?
Yeah. She
I think
would
that's how you
be
pronounce it.
so good.
Oh, she's my new like Hunger Games favorite character.
Okay. I
She's
have
great.
another game for you.
Oh my God.
I have some quotes for you
Okay.
from your favorite books.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And you're going to have to try and guess what book they are from.
Oh my God. Okay.
You have no parameters. I do have 2 quotes though, okay? And they're all what I think are your favorite books.
Okay.
Okay? Some of them aren't your favorites now that I'm actually reading this list. But anyways, name the book by the quote. When I watch you sleep, I feel overwhelmed that you exist. I'm going to give you another quote.
Is that, or are these from the same book?
It's going to be from the same book. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was always what I loved about reading and what had driven me to write in the first place. That feeling that a new world...
Beatrice?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Which I now realize is not one of your favorites, but that's okay.
No, I loved those quotes.
Yeah. Okay, next. Here I am frozen when I deserve to burn.
Another quote.
Okay, next quote, same book. I suffer migraines. I do not suffer fools. Think burn and migraines.
Oh, We Were Liars.
Yeah.
Oh my God, love that book.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have put that in the top 5 because actually I love that book.
That is, and it's such a unique book. Damn, we should have talked about that.
I feel like is literary fiction.
Yeah, that is lit fic with a like mystery spin on it too. Okay, fair.
I would say that's literary
The
fiction.
ending of that book, we have to talk. Damn, we should have talked about that. When you come on next, we will,
Oh my
especially
gosh.
because the show is coming out.
Yeah. I'm so excited for it.
Oh my God, me too. And I think like it's Prime Video, so
Yeah.
you know they're gonna do good. Okay, can't we just pretend that we're the only 2 people in the world and that this weekend is going to last forever?
Oh, is that from 28 Summers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is the book in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. I know. Well, I with the weekend thing, I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
you'll probably get this. Okay, I loved you, he whispered. I know, I say. Hurt eyes move across my face. You broke my heart. I know that too.
Every Summer After.
Yeah. Okay.
Not to put in that quote.
Okay, last one. And I only have one quote and it's one line, but I think you'll get it.
Okay.
They will not use my tears for entertainment.
Oh, The Hunger Games.
Yeah. Well, Sunrise on the Reaping, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn, you did good.
I know my quotes.
You did so. I did this on another podcast. Failed.
Really?
And they gave me the name of the authors, like whose books they were going to be. And I was like,
Really?
yeah.
I started journaling when I read now. So
What
I
do you
write
mean?
down like quotes.
Oh, interesting.
Like I write down my thoughts as I go.
Oh my God, cool. I need to do that because even when I come to my Goodreads review,
I
I'm
know,
like,
because
I
I don't know
forget.
what to write about.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the end. This is our
No,
conclusion.
I feel like I could be here for another like 3
No, I know. It's
hours.
okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on here
Thank you.
and talking about books with us. We covered a lot.
We did.
We went through, what did we even start with? We started with Carley Fortune
Yes.
to Hunger Games
Yes.
to Elin Hilderbrand
right.
to
literary fiction.
literary fiction to our games.
Yes.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having
Of course.
me.
The one thing that we do at the end of the episode, to say like goodbye, is leave all of the watchers and listeners with a book rec, which we gave a lot of in this episode. But if you had to choose one for like people to go listen to after this episode, what would it be?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can handle, no, I'm gonna give a romance book because that's what you like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and say Every Summer After by Carley Fortune.
Okay.
That's my agenda that I push
works.
out to
I'll get on
everyone.
board with that rec, especially now that I know that, they were
It's
19.
incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, amazing. Well, yeah, anyways, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you so much.
If you guys want to go check out Mark and his book reviews and his comedy content, it'll all be linked in the description.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys for listening to Off the Shelf, and we
Thank
will
you.
see you next Thursday.